Okay, hello my brave knights, princesses, and princesses. Welcome back to Cooks of Delicious 1. Last left off, we passed the safety lady's test, or inspection at least, and now... Hold on, let me make that a little bit smaller. See, judging the size of the Noah boards, that's better. The Noah board's size is difficult. So, we're going to try in this episode to grind all the way to 20 days. Is that crazy? It is crazy. You guys won't have to see it, most of it, because I will grind through it myself because I want us to get to the next stage. And plus we have the joy of editing. That I do, personally. As I've said, I do all of my editing. No one else does. So, any video you see by me that is cut, it's me. The hardest thing about cutting is remembering, you know, where all the empty space is, where, you know for a fact, like, after some sound gets past my normal muting of the mic, so I have to kind of split cut a bit. I have this cutting software I found, it's free, that enables you to basically cut your video and you don't lose any quality whatsoever. That's all of it. Yeah, it's free, but you don't want to get the latest version. You want to actually go back a few versions. I'd have to link it to you guys. But I've been using it. It's like the best thing, I think, to use for cutting videos. And of course, for the videos that have subtitles on them, which you can find. I occasionally throw in little goofy words. That's Sony Vegas. Good old Sony Vegas. Because I can. The latest Lego Man was actually made with Sony Vegas. The other two were made with Windows Movie Maker, so it's like an upgrade. Everything's a little bit faster and better. Plus, Vegas is a little easier. Well, it's harder and easier at the same time to use. There are benefits and stuff. So yeah, that's basically it. But yeah, in this game, like, if you go back to the beginning of the beginnings, like the very first Cooks Are Delicious episode you can find, you'll find a totally different person than what you see now. Like, I can say safely I've changed. Going from not really knowing what to say to just saying things. Who cares, really? That's all. I just say whatever comes to my head. Which isn't necessarily always a good thing. Did you see that? I saved myself. Basically, another thing about this game is you might, if you make the order but you put the they put the ingredients on like the opposite, it still applies as long as it's the same ingredients. It doesn't matter how you put it on. Like I could do one juice and then the 3 seasonings, and it still would be right. It doesn't matter. What matters is that it meets the requirements. So that's that. I discovered this while playing this game a lot. When you discover things when you play this. Like, I have a list of replayable games. There's Journey, which is number 1. BioShock would be another. I could replay that forever. Half-Life 2 would be another that I could replay forever. The Metro series as a whole, I could replay forever. I'm playing through Metro 2 right now. Because while Metro Exodus, like, was awesome, there were still some chunks to the game that I still was like, what about? So with Last Light we can fill in the details. And then we will basically have played all 3 Metros. And that is amazing. I'm thinking though that sometime I should play through like Darksiders again. Because the problem with games that go on forever like Darksiders is that you get bored eventually. You do. And in my original playthrough of Darksiders, I did get pretty bored eventually. I just wanted to get the game done. Or older games like Dead Space went on forever. Also, I got Perfect Day. Okay, we have robberies. Basically, robberies. Yep, I got a Perfect Day and I didn't even... Well, she's already back, wow. I got a Perfect Day and I wasn't even paying attention. So we can upgrade our salad. I wasn't even paying attention. I was just literally talking and just typing away. Talk about muscle memory. But yeah, what was I? Oh yeah, Dead Space. Yeah, so the funny thing about Dead Space, the original playthrough Dead Space, is that the game... I tried to play the game I didn't know back then that you could stick your camera in a corner or something. I didn't know I could shrink my camera. So that's why that's why it is like that. Why the first or second episode is like that, but then the other episodes don't have a camera. The game was always splitting between full screen and non-full screen. It's really crazy. Hi, safety lady. And then one day I got tired of doing just 15-minute video after 15-minute video because because in the old days, again, if you see my like first Black Mesa playthrough, like the parts go to like, I don't know, 60 or something. I don't remember. But now that of course now that I can do longer videos, I've thought about going and playing through Mystery Case File 13 Skull again, with the fact that I can do longer videos and thus beat the game faster. Because of course in the original playthrough, the reason why I got bored of it so quickly is not because I hated the game, no. I love Mystery Case Files, as you all know. It's because of the fact that we were playing like short 15-minute long videos, and when I finally could do longer videos thanks to a trick I found on the internet to do it. I'm not going to tell you how I did it. Just that it was very clever on my part. Again, safety lighting. So once I was able to do longer videos, things got easier. But the sizes of videos got bigger too. And then it was the figuring out of, you know, in Doom 3, it was figuring out the how not to have all these little pixels in the video. And I eventually figured it out. I have it written down now. Because honestly, I don't want to have to go through that again. It was painful. But this game will get faster, and it will get harder. But we start off slowly. It's a slow burn first, before it gets crazy. And you have to really start choosing your priorities. Like, one of the challenges I did was foods that I least wanted to use. And that was fun. Because again, this game is fun, I can make that fun. Now, Cooks are Delicious too, I'm thinking of doing a challenge in that one. Where I just make certain foods. And that's it. And not worry about actually beating the game, because there really is no point in beating the game. Now, oh, well. I could do that. I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, you guys saw the air conditioning unit thing. That makes people more patient. I'm actually going to challenge myself to see if, like, I'm going to get certain upgrades, but I'm also not going to get certain upgrades to see if I can make this game harder on myself as the game goes along. Just because I love to experiment. So I would get, like, the, all the, you know, toilet stuff, the dishwasher stuff, the mousetrap stuff. But the patience stuff, I'd actually would just wait and find out. Because that's more fun. Yes, safety lady, we know you're watching. Would you like something? Anything? No? Want me to die? Maybe to slowly slit my throat into oblivion? Okay, there's the fish upgrade. Great restaurant going to not be alarmed. If there's ever a contest, thank you. If there's ever a 1,500. Go to one more day. If there is ever, and I keep repeating myself, but if there is ever a tournament that involves Cooks or Delicious, hit me up. I will happily just hammer my keys away against somebody. course, if you really want to know how fast I can go, you should watch my older videos. I could show you how fast I can go, but we're not there yet. We're not to a point in the game where I can do. Also, why is there a nose icon when I've been cleaning up in this place for like ever? So we're gonna be able to get the fish upgrade next. No. Alright, so we're on day 11. We're a long way from 20. With basically 19 more days. 9 more days, if you count. And every day is like, I don't know. So, strap yourselves in. Because you're gonna see some editing. Alright, sorry about that. I had to step away and go places, so unfortunately we're going to cut this episode a lot. So leave a like and subscribe because I always room for more things. Feel good one, everyone.